Hey guys, how's it going? Got another video. Today we're going to focus on wicking. Now, I'm going to show you re-wicking, and when I start doing builds, we'll focus on primary wicking, but I always like to clean my cotton out and have all the liquid off of it so you're not wasting a bunch of liquid. I hate wasting it because when you're out, you're going to regret it. But today we're working on a deck that I got from UIS Vape. It was their house deck. They have a new one out now, but it's always worked well for me. But so you have your old cottons in there. You want to get rid of them. So I always just pluck these nasty ones out. You can kind of see the discoloration because they're getting old on you. You don't want any of that. That's gross. So what you do is you just take them out, get them gone. I always burn off the excess, get them going. Now whenever you're building your coils, you always tighten them up so they glow from the inside out. Every time you pull that cotton out, you're probably going to get the coils to move a little bit, so you always want to realign those. So you want to get them sparked up. After you get them going, give them a good old pinch just to get them realigned back to where you want them. Got that side, and this side. Get them all nice and going. Now they're going to be glowing inside out, nice and beautiful for you. Then cool them down. You don't want to hurry up and burn that cotton while they're piping hot. Now, in another video I made, I mentioned I use organic cotton. Sometimes people get like that cotton bacon. Some people get the the stuff that comes in the pre-packaged boxes, all that stuff, and get it from vape shops. Me, if you like to save a little money here, I always just get it at the store there. Organic cotton comes in a big old bag. It's like $4. But start off with your ball. You can always find the end there. It's a little lump. And then you can wrap it out just like that cotton bacon you get in the stores. And you got this giant piece, and trust me, this will go a long way if you're a person that doesn't like to waste things like me. So I just rip off a hunk like that. That's probably going to guarantee that it'll take care of both my coils. Even if I use macro coils, and that's still plenty to go around. So you just peel off that extra. Make sure it's not too much, because if you get too tight of a wick in there, it's going to end up choking itself off, and you're going to get a pretty nasty ass hit. So we got it down, we thinned it down a little bit. Now we're going to just roll the tip of that. Make it easier to go through your coil, and you just pop that little guy through. Sometimes it's a little pain, but hey, it happens. We're patient people, aren't we? Now, when it goes through, you don't, like I said, you don't want it to be too tight. You want it to be able to floss back and forth. That way, it's not so loose that it's just in there, flopping around. And on top of that, you want it to make sure it's not too tight where it's choking itself. So we cut our little nips off of there. I always just put a little bit. Some people make longer wicks. It's really up to you and how you like it, but if you make them too long, I've noticed that they will choke themselves off, and that's not good. So you get your wick going off there. You tuck it in a little bit. Some people put their juice on before they tuck it. I always tuck it first. So get that going down in there. You see how that goes in there nice and tight, but you leave a little bit of airflow in the center there. If you wrap too much cotton around the top of your coil, it kind of suffocates it and doesn't produce as well as you'd want it to. Now you get that, like I said, that's the same piece, but it's going to take care of both of our wicks. So do just as we did before. Kind of rub that together between your two fingers, push it through, and then you can use tweezers, you can use your fingers, just pull it right through. Now you got that extra bit. Like I said, make sure you can floss it, because you do not want it too tight. Take that off there, cut your piece. You want it to be as similar to the other one. There's a lot of things in vaping when you get into your RDAs. You just kind of want symmetry. You want them to be the same on both sides. Tuck that in just like the other one. And after you get that tucked in there nice and taut, get her in there nice and comfortable. make that little breathing well in there like the last one, and now you're ready to juice it. Today I'm using my Hammer of God mod, just picked it up. I'm going to be doing a review on that, but it's a 4 battery parallel and I love it. It's just new toys, you guys know how that is. You end up getting something, you just keep moving on to the next thing. I always say it becomes a hobby. So today I'm using some star drops. It's a 100% VG. I always use the highest VG count I can get. I'll get into that deeper with a different video, but we'll get into the very big difference between your VG and your PG ratios. So get her in there nice and juicy. I'll show you that. Get her in there nice. See that white spot right there? You don't want that. So just whenever you see stuff like that, make sure you fill it in. Try not to get too sloppy here, but get that going in there. Be nice. And then you've tightened your coils, you've put your wicks in, they're not too loose, they're not too tight, and they're ready to be fired. Get that nice production in there, that's what you want. And you'll also notice there's thicker plumes coming off there whenever you're using your higher VG, but tastes good, hits good, and it's getting a really good pull. And that's all there really is to wicking. And sometimes it differs when you're building different coils, but you'll get into that, and I'm sure anyone will show you when they're showing you how to make that build. As always, Jack the Dripper, thanks for watching. If you want, subscribe below. Bye guys.